Hey Monkey community, hope everyone had a great Monday. Looking at the project here, we are down about 12% to 300,000 amid the broader market pullback. As you can probably see on the timeline, not much good news. Bitcoin's down to just over 86,000 and the meme market is also down about 10%. Everything's in the red and that includes Monkey. Overall, Monkey is holding up strong in my opinion. We've got that nice floor with obviously some downward action to correspond with the market. So hang in there, everybody. I think now is the chance to add to your bags or hold, and maybe turn off the charts. Don't look at them for a while if you get stressed out by it. But I really do want to say hang in there. Everything's red. This is natural. We're still here. The community is still the same as it was yesterday and the day before, and energy is still high. And we just need to encourage each other and wait for better days to come, which they will come. And let's look at the news here. So the first thing is that Sling did end up adding Monkey to his list of bottom out coins. So this looks like he started a spreadsheet here and has the meme column here, and you can see Monkey's there on row 7 among some other great projects. So it's great to see here. And he says, I'm starting an Excel of old projects and stuff. I'll share a public link for people to view it. To my understanding, he hasn't shared that link yet, but you can see he took a screenshot and Monkey is on the list there. Then later on, he says, I'm going to jump the gun one step ahead and buy these bottom out projects. And he did end up buying it. You can see here in terminal that he bought about 5 million worth, or 5 million Monkey, I should say, yesterday. And then it looks like he did sell in the public wallet. So if you look at his public wallet, it's not there. But he also mentioned, I think it was either in Telegram or on X, that he wasn't going to trade any more conviction coins in his public wallet. And so it could be that he uh, sold it here and then bought it elsewhere. And the reason he would do that is because he doesn't want to link, obviously, his non-public wallets to his public wallet, because then everyone would be able to obviously dox his other wallets. So it makes sense he wouldn't move the Monkey. He could still be holding in a side wallet, or maybe he's going to buy later, or maybe his plans change. I'm not sure, but definitely Monkey is on his list here. And as we know, he's uh, communicated with the community before and says he likes the community and sees how we're working hard. So this is extremely bullish for me, and I'm excited to see what happens here. So shout out to Sling for buying Monkey and recognizing the project here. Right now he's only got 14 and Monkey's one of the 14, or 13 I should say, which is incredible. All right, let's continue to look at the news here. Uh, First, Suki had a post here, which I thought was good. And Suki said, control what you can control, trust the process. I think this is important when the market's red and you feel like you have to do something. A common piece of advice that people say is sometimes the best thing is to do nothing. I think we're kind of at that point right now. Either you're adding more now or waiting for things overall to go a bit lower before adding, or you're doing nothing, right? Now's not the time to sell, in my opinion. Trust the process. It's hard to be optimistic when everything's red, but we know what we hold with Monkey. I do think memes are going to come back, and the Monkey chart will come back stronger than ever. Borovic says Bitcoin at 86,000 feels incredibly cheap. The price would 2x in as little as a week. I'm not worried. I don't think we're heading into a bear market. The 4-year cycle is not repeating. This is a super cycle. So I tend to agree with him. I'm extremely bullish on crypto overall, with all the structural things being done and the pro crypto stance of the Trump administration. So I am long term extremely bullish. about crypto in general. Now there could be even more pain before we start going back up again, but I don't know. I'm just not trying to time anything, and as you guys know, I'm just adding to my monkey bag each day, little by little. Vivek Sen here says at 124,000 Bitcoin. Folks say Bitcoin is too expensive. I'll wait for the dip. And at 85,000, they say Bitcoin is dead. I'll buy some later every single cycle. So Vivek here is pointing out that this is normal. People see this in the past and they don't recognize that it's happening again. And so some folks think it's going to go a lot lower. I mean, it could, but I think it's going to go eventually go a lot higher. And you can look at the long-term zoomed out Bitcoin chart and you can see it's going so much higher. Trending Bitcoin has a quote from Michael Saylor. He says, if the U.S. stacks Bitcoin now, its enemies will have to buy it back at 50 million a coin. This is a modern digital gold rush. So his point here is there's going to be buying pressure and demand on Bitcoin as more nations and companies buy Bitcoin. And we can see it's getting more mainstream. The banks are in, and certain countries are buying. And if the US buys it now, then the US will own it, and then its enemies will be forced to buy it back. That's what Saylor's saying. Axis A says, so our meme coins are near all-time lows. Seeing people say memes are over, headlines like the ones shown below, and you think it can get worse, it can't get that much worse, right? It's screaming to me there's a lot of buying opportunities on chain right now. And that's how I feel about Monkey. I'm stacking Monkey. I think we have a great coin, great community, great mind share, and I think we're going to make it, and not only make it, but actually thrive when we come out from this weird market right now. Tom Lee had a good quote here. In crypto, the best years are definitely ahead because today there's only 4 million Bitcoin wallets with 10,000 in it. There's 900 million IRA and brokerage accounts globally that have 10,000. That's 200x larger of a market. So what he's saying is we're so early. We haven't even come close to reaching market saturation for crypto. It's the opposite. It's at the tip of the iceberg here for what we're going to see with crypto, in my opinion. And Tom Lee's obviously very bullish as well. Peanut Dev says the reversal will be swift and unexpected, catching many off guard. That's what I've been saying for Monkey specifically. If you believe in the project and you know what you're holding, don't accidentally be monkey line. Don't sell the bottom. Don't chase pairs because you're bored or Monkey's trading sideways or going down. The reversal is going to be swift and unexpected, like Peanut says, and catch many off guard. So please hold on to your Monkey. Orangey says, I was Alon's last retweet. I wonder what he's cooking. And that is a wild card, right? Is Alon going to come back? Are they going to do anything with the portfolio? Remember last time when Alon bought in his public wallet, that's when we wicked up to 18 million or something like that. And so will there be something like that coming? And we're not banking on that or saying that's the only catalyst that could come. That's just one of many catalysts that we could see for Monkey. So extremely bullish. Hopefully Alon comes back soon and that everything's okay with him. Crypto, Michael says altcoins are now sweeping the lows as expected. Everything's going to plan. Bounce should come within a day or two, then the real move up begins. So Crypto Michael is extremely bullish, and this is what he was expecting. Murad, the legend, just 9 hours ago says we're about to enter the most bullish period in crypto history. I agree with him. He sees it. There's a lot of negativity here on CT, but Murad is correct. There's too many bullish indicators with Trump and what he's doing in the US with the economy and crypto in general. And so I just can't see this not being a extremely bullish period coming forward. And CEO account posted bullish. President Trump says massive rate cuts will happen in 2026. And we know President Trump wants the stock market and crypto markets to do well to cement his legacy, and he's going to do what he needs to do to make that happen. And that includes massive rate cuts in 2026, hopefully. Michael Saylor, we talked about this yesterday, that it was anticipated. He did buy 980 million worth of Bitcoin. And Bull Theory points out that just 2 weeks ago, bears were saying that Strategy couldn't buy Bitcoin and would go bankrupt. Now Strategy has bought nearly 2 billion Bitcoin in the last 2 weeks. So that's one of those lessons where you have people fudding and saying he's going to have to sell, and the other negativity, and then it ends up being the opposite. He ends up buying more. So just, I mean, we don't know what's going to happen, obviously, but just be careful with what you believe. You might see some posts that are negative. You might believe that and take actions based on that when the truth is something different. So just keep your eyes on these types of things and don't believe everything you see on CT. Solstice here had a good post, I thought. I think Solstice also said if anyone's shilling him meme coins or something, or DMing him meme coins, that they're retarded. So I guess count me as being retarded because I do DM him these daily updates. So on the very small chance that he's listening to this, I am retarded. So he says the golden age of memes was beautiful. You could come here with $100 and build dreams together. Groups of whole people would get rich all at once off an idea they channel their energy into. It was for the little guy. These new kids don't even know this period existed. And to me, that sounded like Monkey, right? We're bringing it back. We're bringing back the golden age of memes. And I think we're doing it by getting together, having this great idea, this great coin, and putting all our energy into it. And I think we can bring it back. And crypto goes through cycles, as we know. Things come and go. I think we're getting back to that buy and hold mentality. People are tired of all the on-chain shenanigans, and so let's bring it back. Let's bring it back to the golden age here with Monkey. And Enoch here says never fade a quality CTO full of chads and legends. And I would say don't fade Monkey. We are still just under 6 months old, which now is a long time for a coin. I think we're one of the OG portfolio coins, and I think we're well known. And I think, fade Monkey at your own risk, in my opinion. I think big things are coming. And once we start running, we've got that solid foundation that I've been talking about for the last couple of months, where as the time goes by, we just keep on getting stronger. The Monkey coins are getting into the hands of the people that are going to hold them for the long term. And over time, that just increases. So as we get more and more and more, the foundation gets even stronger. So in this DCA wallet that I have here, just in 40 days, just buying a bit each day is already up to 3.2 million Monkey here. So I don't know how long we're going to be trading sideways here. I'm going to keep on buying. Maybe this turns into a 1% bag. This just this DCA bag. So you can see the power of DCA, and you can see how strong it's going to be, because this is hopefully going to be a 1% bag that I'm essentially never going to sell, right? So keep that in mind. Thanks, everybody. Hang in there, keep shilling, keep working. Follow the main monkey soul _ account on X, and I'll see you guys out there shilling. Talk to you tomorrow.